Libra is a zodiacal sign characterized by balance and the sense of beauty. Let's discover his temperament, his strengths and weaknesses, and how he lives relationships in love and at work. Characteristics of the sign of Libra. Libra is an air sign ruled by the planet Venus that, within the astrological year, marks the beginning of autumn. Its reference period runs from 23 September to 22 October and coincides with the equinox of autumn, that is that time when day and night are perfectly in balance. It is precisely the balance, the main characteristic of the sign. In fact, Libra is known to be one of the most sensitive representatives of the zodiac and endowed with mediation capacity between opposites. Those born under the sign of Libra are strongly influenced by the Venusian influence. In fact, they are people with an incredible aesthetic sense. Lovers of beauty in all its forms, the other most obvious feature is their desire for justice. Libra, in fact, is animated by a true sense of social equity and will try to do everything so that her life reflects the ideals that distinguish it. Libra is an air sign, just like the Gemini and Aquarius. In fact, it needs to be in contact with others and hates loneliness. He loves social life, although they are people who can alternate moments of introspection with periods of intense vitality. They are individuals always in search of perfection, harmony. They hate contrasts and can sometimes be overly conciliatory, especially if they choose not to express their emotions openly. They attach great importance to their look and physical appearance. You will hardly see a trashed Libra because it will always try not to appear sloppy. Characteristics of the sign balance. Planet, Venus. Stone, jade. Day of the week, Friday. Metal, copper. Element, air. Color, pink. Advantages and disadvantages of the zodiac sign Libra. Libra is a zodiacal sign that has the virtue of carefully evaluating every situation, using its innate critical sense, and then making the best decision. She is empathetic, has an innate kindness that makes her lovable and an ideal friend, and can easily empathize with other people's problems. Aware that existence poses dilemmas in which nothing is all black and white, hates absolutism, and always manages to find a point of agreement between even very different instances. Among the characteristics of Libra we find sobriety, moderation, calmness, meekness. They are quiet people, reserved and sensitive, but they are not closed in their interiority. They love social contact and appreciate stimuli from the outside world. Those born under the sign of Libra are the perfect hosts because they know how to make people feel at home and are able to create a nice and welcoming atmosphere. On the other hand, they may sometimes be too condescending, almost ambiguous in their desire to always remain in the middle without ever taking an uncomfortable position. When some traits that characterize the sign become predominant, the scales may seem cold calculators. Moreover, the desire to please all leads them to put aside their desires. Given the extreme need for social contact, they may manifest a certain fear of loneliness, which is manifested by the endurance of situations that, underneath, would like to change. They may also be very undecided and almost blocked by their constant weighing of choices, which often represents a limit to their personal growth. Sign of Libra, the characteristics in love. The characteristics of Libra are also found in the field of love relationships, where those born between September and October can get great satisfaction. Libra is, in fact, eager to build meaningful relationships and does not hesitate to make great sacrifices in order to live a satisfying love affair. Libra partners are understanding, tolerant, available, do not appreciate the dramas and strong emotional conflicts, so that sometimes they may be a bit boring. They seek the same qualities in their companion, while they can hardly bear violent emotions such as anger, possessiveness, and jealousy. The Libra, seen also its conformation, represents the sign of the couple par excellence. In fact, it dedicates soul and body to the search for a partner with whom to share the ups and downs of life. Faithful, kind, empathetic, and with great charm. He will never be animated by ardent passions, however, he is a reliable person on whom you can always count. Both Libra men and women are strongly attracted to love relationships, since they can hardly bear loneliness, and, given also their propensity for beauty, they may sometimes commit some infidelity. They are, in fact, very sensitive to beauty and charm, which can lead them into particularly ambiguous situations. In the context of love relationships, Libra must deal with her inner insecurities. Often, in fact, in order not to be alone, she accepts to continue stories that do not fully satisfy her, but which he cannot get rid of because of a mix between compassion for the other and the desire to live in a couple. The signs with which he is most agreeable are Scorpio and Capricorn, while he does not find a good understanding with the more fiery and impetuous representatives of the zodiac, such as Leo and Aries. The sign of Libra in work. People born under the sign of Libra can find great satisfaction in their work, as long as they are able to build a career where they can express their love for beauty and their remarkable sense of aesthetics. He is well suited to all professions related to beauty care, as well as those in the fields of architecture, furniture, and art. Libra can perform any kind of task, but they will only do it at their best if they can do it with elegance and refinement. They also have the ability to mediate and can become great diplomats, politicians, communicators, or customer relations. They are able to solve even the most difficult situations with grace and irony, without ever being intrusive or grumpy, also get along with the group and know how to work in teams. Libra is a zodiacal sign with unevident characteristics. Their mild temperament and little inclined to put themselves in the center of attention can make them pass in silence, especially if they are present very energetic signs, such as the lion. However, these representatives of the zodiac always succeed in being liked by their ability to build valuable relationships. On the other hand, sometimes the defects that distinguish them can have a negative side also in the field of work. The fear of the judgment of others, insecurity, and the fear of loneliness can, just as it happens in love, to lead them into professional situations which do not fully satisfy them only because they are afraid of change.